Hello everyone, welcome back to the Forge. Now I was asked by a couple of the viewers of the channel here if I would do a couple of different railroad spike knives so they could see how I would make them. One's going to be a Tanto, one's going to be a Viking Seax inspired railroad spike knife. There's already a clip point one here on the channel if you want to know how to do that style. The process, much of it will be the exact same with the exception of how I forge parts of the tip of the Tanto and the Viking Seax. For this project I'm using just a couple of high carbon stamped railroad spikes that I got off of eBay. You can buy them on there for bulk. You can buy them on their bulk, pretty reasonable priced. This is a great beginner project. It's a great way to practice forging knives if you're just getting into the craft. A lot of fun to make. People love them. Whenever I sell these, I make certain that they understand that this is not, high carbon knife steel. This is just more like something you would want to put on the shelf and look at or give as a gift to somebody. I make sure that they know that these are not the same as like a 1095 or 5160 knife. Now you can split these and weld in a bit and have a high carbon edge on it. We may do that down the road at some point. Also, I will be using my forge press in this video to forge these out. Everything I do in this video can be done by hand. I did it all by hand prior to getting my forge press. But with that being said, and all of that out there, I'm going to get these tossed in. We're going to get them heated up and get to moving some metal. So let's get after it. At this point, I have the preform for both done. I'm going to go ahead and heat the handle portion up and get the twist put in it. Alright, there's our Viking Seax preform. There's our Tanto preform. When I quench these, I just quenched them in water. That's what I always quench them in. Seems to work great. Next thing we're going to do is move on to cleaning these up. We'll go ahead and get our bevels ground in, clean the perimeter up. Then I'll take a wire cup wheel on my angle grinder and I'll hit these twists. And we'll be pretty much ready to go. When you forge these though, don't be afraid to forge them thin. I know when I first started out, I was horrified of it getting thinner. You know, I was like, man, it's going to crack or whatever. Well, don't be. Forge it thin, forge it as uniform as you can. You can get a lot more out of them that way. I could have actually gotten more out of this one if I would have went thinner. But this is about where I normally go with these. So let's go ahead and get on the grinder and get to work. Alright, now I'm going to come in here and just lay out some lines on where I want my bevels to be, just like I would any regular knife. We'll grind up to there and do that on each side. Tanto will be a little bit different because of the kind of a chisel point on it, but that's what I'm going for right there on this one. Alright, let's come around here and do the same thing on this side. Go about right there on the Tanto. All right, let's get our bevels ground. Alright, got them rough ground in. And now I'm going to come in with my leather platen here. All this is a piece of 1/8 of an inch steel I have drilled and tapped. And I will remove my metal platen. I put my leather platen on. come in, and what it does is any kind of humps or bumps you have in the blade from the grinding where you may be moving your knife around, it just helps smooth all that out and get the bevels nice and clean. Once we get the bevels nice and clean, I'll come in with my Scotch-Brite belt, clean everything up one last time with a hybrid Scotch-Brite belt, and then we will go ahead and clean up these twists and pretty much be finished, ready for final sharpening. So not much more. Alright, well there you have it. That's how I do my Viking Seax and Tanto style railroad spike knives. So hopefully that helps you guys out that was asking about that. I appreciate you for watching this little video. It was nice to get back out in the workshop and make these two little spike knives. It's been a while since I've done these two styles. I appreciate you for watching. If you would, hit the subscribe button down below. Ring the notification bell to be notified of my newest content when it posts. And I will be putting both of these up for sale on my Etsy store. If you're wondering about price points, I do these for $35 a piece. And so that's where I put them at for this style. That's what I sell all my spike knives at, 35 bucks. So, like I said, appreciate y'all. Catch you on the next one. Y'all have a good one. Bye-bye.